Hello students, today we will discuss copy constructor. Copy constructor initialize one object using other object. Normally we initialize one value, one variable using other variable, but in copy constructor we initialize one object using other object. Let's start the program. Header files, then class space class name. We are making class first. Class name is product. Enter. This is the body of the class. Now enter. Now I am using public modifier to declare variable data member int space code. Code is the name of my variable. Then public section to make the constructor function always be in public section. First I am making zero argument constructor. If you are making constructor, no need to do special, write the class name. What is the class name? Product. See this one. So you are making constructor, write the class name. Zero argument, no need to give anything in parenthesis. Body of the constructor. Now no value is received by this constructor, zero argument, because so what you will give? Code assign code assign 0 semicolon. Now one argument constructor, again constructor, write the class name because constructor name is same as class name, space one argument, write int x. Then make the body opening closing, enter. One value will receive by x and this x will give value to code. So assign the value of x in code. So this is our one argument constructor. Now we are making copy constructor. Copy constructor is also constructor, so name will be the same as class name. But here in parenthesis, normally we give int x, int a, int b, int y as a in the parenthesis, but here we will give the class name. This is the difference. And then reference, class name, reference, any reference name, x, y, you can give any reference name as per your choice. But you will not write int x, int y when you are making copy constructor. What you will write? Class name here, ampersand, and then any reference name. What you will write inside? You will give assign value in code. Code is equal to, normally it happens like this. Y receives the value, give to code, but not here. You will write here y dot code. Reference, then dot operator, and then code. This code assign y dot code. It will copy the value of one object into another object. Now one function, void, you can give any name function, display or anything, show, you can give any name. So now enter. This display function we will use to print the value of code. Cout, everything should be in small letters. Cout, insertion, message you want to give with slash n, code, colon, and then print the value of code. So this function will print the value of code. Now it's time to make the main function. How you will make the main function? Void main. What we do inside the main? Inside the main we create objects of the class product. So class name product, object name p1, assign value in it 10, and then print the value of p1 with a message cout double quote value of p1 colon double quote. This is message. Now call the function p1 dot display. Okay, first we will check the value, that proper value is printing or not, with using get ch and clr scr, clr scr. So compile alt F9. One error is coming. What is one error? See, this declaration terminated incorrectly, means termination is wrong. What will come here? Semicolon. Control F9. Again one more error, semicolon. Again compile, see the value of P1, 10. Okay, now create one more object as P2. Assign the value of P1 into P2. How we assign? We assign value by two ways. First, using parenthesis. See, I am assigning value one object into another object. I am assigning value of P1 into P2 by using parenthesis. Create one more object P3 and assign value P1 again by a different way using assign operator. See this one. I am assigning value by two ways. I am assigning value of P1 into P2 and assigning value of P1 into P3, but by two different ways. In first, I am using assigning value of one object into another object, I am using parenthesis, and in other I am using assignment operator. So value is assigned by two ways, using parenthesis and using assignment operator. Now see out, let's check that value is copying or not. Value of P2 colon double quote and slash n also. There is need of slash n here now. Okay, message for P2. Now call the P2 call display with the help of P2 dot display. Now see out value of P3 colon double quote semicolon. Again you need slash n here, slash n. Now again print the value with the help of P3. So P3 dot display colon. Okay, now let's check that value of P1 is copying in P2 or not. If it copied, it will print by using parenthesis, and again I am copying value of P1 into P3 by assignment operator. So there are two ways to assign values. First parenthesis, second assignment operator. Now compile the program and run the program. So see, value of P1 is 10. We know very well value of P1 is 10 because it is the value of P1. But there is no value in there was no value in P2 and P3. Here I am assigning value of P1 into P2. One object P1, other object P2. Copying one object value into the other by parenthesis, and again I am copying value of P1 into P3 using assignment operator. So there are two ways to assign value through copy constructor. First using parenthesis, second using assignment operator. Let's check the answer again. Okay, now let's revise it. Class product, one variable code, zero argument constructor. This one code assign 0, no value. One argument constructor, x will receive the value and give to code. Now this is copy constructor. It is also a constructor, so class name, and in here in parentheses you will give the class name again. No need to write int or anything. Then ampersand, any reference you can write here. Then value of code will be code. Normally we write code assign y, but here we write code assign y dot code, a function to display the value of code. And now this is void main. P1 is object. We are assigning P1 into P2, one object into another.